Yo. Está grabando acá. Adelántalo para adelante. El mío. Hello. No. Not connected. Alright, we're having audio problems. Give me a second. Let me try to connect it out. 1 second though. It's gonna be stop for a second, so just give me a second. We are back. Can you hear me now? Yep. Se cayó el shh. Yep. All right. We got good sound. But we got good sound, bad tripod. Tank it sideways. Anyways. Anyway, ready for the chow chow. Chow. This thing is wobbly today. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy, Calypso Faltava, baby. How you guys doing today? Hope everybody is doing good. This live won't last long. Who knows? But it just to give you guys an update on how the tank has done so far since last Saturday. Last Saturday, I filled all my containers with the Kaltwasser, with the ATO water, in all three systems. And the last day was yesterday, but I decided to give it one more day and see what's up with it. So what can I say? What happened throughout this whole week? Even though I probably did a live between, um, giving you guys an update on the tank downstairs. So I think that was the only failure I will say. Not the only one. It was a couple failures. Me simulating being away from the system for a whole week. So number one failure was the tank downstairs. The refugium pump got clogged and the refugium stopped working. But since I had the connection of the pump at the bottom, even though it wasn't pumping water, the water was still some way connected to the water in the sump. So bacteria didn't die, the algae didn't die. It was no funny smell coming out of it. So that was a plus. Um, and it did survive. So the tank's still going. So that tank, I did restart the count or the day countdown on that tank. So the day for that one will be Wednesday because I didn't have a container at that moment. So I had a bucket downstairs with our water. So I end up refilling back up the ATO because for with that happening, the tank started evaporating water faster since that water wasn't moving that much. It was just getting late, nonstop, and wasn't no water movement to have a lot of oxygen shade or evaporation. I would say to have less evaporation. So had to refill the ATO and whatnot, and now pretty much I'm doing the countdown again on that tank. So far, so good. That's what I could say about that system. So far, so good. The only thing I gotta worry about the system is just having somebody feeding the fish. Since now I got the angel fish in the sump or in the refugium area of the sump right now, and I still have the other blue damsel there. I haven't get rid of them. So if I had time, I will catch them all. and then move the angel to the main display of to the top tank to the 60, and then the other damsels and Blenny will be at a store or in somebody else's tank. So that way, they don't have to go down to the sump to feed no fish. So far, my stepson is the one that's going to be in charge of the system, just feeding the fish. He don't got to do nothing else. Um, but yeah, so that's the failure so far that I have. But like I say, it's always a good thing to simulate you going on vacation to know if things are going to work out or not. In this system here, I did had one failure was one of the power heads stopped working. I guess it got a little dirty inside. I really don't know. Is one of the J-Bow SLW10. The Since day one, it's been giving me that problem. I guess a little bit of algae growing on the propellers, and it stopped working. So I'm gonna give it a good clean. Um, whatever day I go on vacation, and then we will see if it's gonna last. I will find out when I come back, whenever that day happen. The other power head did work good. The feeders, that was another failure, I will say, because I did test the water to see how the water was gonna behave, and my phosphate they started, of course, climbing up. They went all the way to 11. A little danger zone for my liking, so I had to do something about it. That was between 2 days or 3 days. I think I had them at point 0.6, if I'm not mistaken, point 0.6, and they skyrocket to point 0.11 in 2 days. So that one, I did stop the feeders. So I changed to manually feeding for now and see how things are. So I still got to test. I'm not going to test today. I'm giving it a chance since I did those a little bit of no pox to bring the phosphates down, and it did right away. I like that product. I like us for that. So if you go a little crazy feeding or whatever, you throw 5 mils, depend how big your system is, and it will help you bring them down quick. And yeah, you won't have no problem. I noticed too, with the pellets going in, my acro started kind of like the nutrients, getting a little high too, because the nutrients are a little high right now. So I'm noticing a little darkened color in them. I don't mind it right now because it's not a ugly dark color. It's not They're not getting that dark brown looking when they Susantelli is overfed, I guess. Um, they looking beautiful still. So on the minute I test the tank, I'm gonna try to keep those nitrates there. Cause I don't know, it's some type of thing you gotta do when you bring up your nitrates. You gotta bring up your lighting or whatever your part, and I don't have that knowledge yet, so I won't do that just yet. Now the ATO, the Kaltwasser, all that did their job. Did hold on so far. The two containers I got here, they hold on. It's still up to this level. So I would say about 5 gallons or so went down. The doser also still working fine, the new line. I'm still gonna leave the other one set up just as a precaution. So in case something do happen to that one, then they just come switch the head, or I'm gonna calibrate this one is on. I'm gonna set the dosing amount, and then all they gotta do is disconnect from here and right away connect to these two lines. That way, Kaltwasser keep running and don't stop. Because if Kaltwasser stops, then my ATO is gonna start going crazy, and then they gotta pay attention to that more than the Kaltwasser. Um, I did left the skimmer on through all this whole time, the reactor on through all this whole time. Um, Again, just to watch out because of the feeding pellets. I usually don't feed pellets to the system, and for what I heard in the past, pellets do bring up phosphates. What else? What else happened? What else happened? Also, my little Gobi uh, hybrid or the yellow line goby. I did find them in my filter cup. I haven't seen him again since I rescued him, so I hope he's somewhere in the tank. But he did took a ride. I'm thinking right now he's back in the plumbing. He just haven't found his way back to the filter cups. But uh, yeah, I just gotta pay attention to that before anything happened to him. And probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him here. I didn't want to put it here because of the power head. They're a little bit more powerful. The flow is more strong, even though those neon gobies are built for like places where a lot of current. That's why they got that little suction on the bottom. Um, so probably I'm hoping if I find them back again down there and I put them in this system, the other similar goalie is not. It's gonna take him in and not chase him out to the point that he either swim into one of the power heads or go back down through the filtration, and then I'm not here, and then he gonna end up dying. That's for sure. But so far I haven't seen him. I've been checking the overflow just in case, cause he could fit in the back of the overflow. Since I had that gasket, it has a nice gap in the back. So I'm just hoping he's somewhere around there, staying away from this guy. And I see this guy hovering a lot or swimming a lot in the bottom here, so that makes me think that he's right behind it. So, yeah, man. I mean, other than that, everybody else, um, they fine, they doing good. Um, Here, I had put my hands in the tank, moving things around, cleaning the glass, but that's just me, Other than that, I'm not worried about glass. I'm not worried about, um, whatever I move around. What I'm worried about more is the filtration not stop working, power head not stop working, all that stuff. That's my main concern. Um, Whenever I go on vacation. Um, yeah, and also one thing that I'm gonna do before anything, before I go anywhere, is securing any coral that can be knocked over and you know pretty much fall on top of another one that can get killed. So that's another thing that we gotta make sure that every coral is secure. Especially this acro that I got right here is super beautiful. It has turned so beautiful, you guys. I'm gonna try to get a good picture of it because the coralite they turn orange, like a nice setosa orange. So it's super beautiful, man. It's super beautiful. I'm blown away. I don't know if you guys remember that acro used to be where I place my pink Cadillac right now, and that was the one that I found the big flatworms. I cut it in pieces. It came exactly from that little thing right there. Then the one that I cut, it grew to that. Then another piece that fell off, it grew to another one, which I'm gonna tell you guys the story of what happened to that one. But yeah, man, it's growing really nice. It has nice colors. So that's the one right now. It's kind of glue, but it's not glued completely. So I know one of the bulldozer snails can probably knock it over and end up. Maybe the Pectinia won't do nothing to it, the Space Invader, because the Pectinia the last time this acro I got back there end up taking a chunk out of it. So, but still, an acro on top on the coral that's gonna create stress and the SPS. You guys know how delicate they are. Um, if we go over here to this tank, so in the other life I said it, though I guess the water that I used to do the water chain created like a reaction in the tank and the anemone split. I thought it split in three. I still haven't been able to look really good in there, but I know I got one here, which is kind of big right now. And then I got the big mama over here, but I still think it's another one there. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna try to remove them from there before I leave and get them to attach somewhere else. Hopefully, it will happen that way. But right now, since they down in the bottom, I feel like kind of more safe there because they're not gonna go floating around. So, um, but overall, the tank is doing good. ATO did. hold on perfect the whole week. So the pump is barely coming out of the water due to more temperature. So one thing that I know I got to make sure here is the temperature stay the same at all times. So, some nights over here got a little cold, and we had to turn off the AC because then the tanks are getting too cold. And this one has the heater still connected, but the main display over there don't have the heater connected. Because when I disconnected it last time, it went off settings, so I gotta get back on it and put it back on settings. And I have been lazy; I haven't done it. And it's like, cause I want to take the heater out, clean it, make it look nice, run the lines differently now. So that's why I haven't touched that heater. But right now, with all the equipment it has on, the lights over here on the DNT now, they pretty much don't have a fan. The only one that has a fan is the Kessel, and the other one don't have a fan. So all that heat is going into the tank, and if it's nice weather outside, then it will stay like a 78. But if it's hot, it will get hot. Trust me, it will get hot in no time. So I think maybe before anything, I'm gonna hang like a little fan over there, so at least or this way, so it can blow the heat away from the tank, and that way we can control the temperature a little better. Um, or I can shut off the pixies. If I do that, well, I cannot do it right now because I'm using this phone. But if I shut off the pixies, um, I think the Kessel can handle this 3 feet long tank for now with the bars until, yeah, until the trip is over or whatever. But yeah, man, I think it was, like I say, everything was a success. Now that the tank downstairs, I'll show you guys again in case you guys haven't seen what happened to the tank downstairs. So I did sold a couple corals yesterday to a guy that came by. So, and I have taken some rocks from the tank for the tank upstairs. Um, but I am getting the little I would say spider web type of bacteria problem. It's good because those are things that I want them to happen in this system because I dealt with that with it before, and I want to do it again and do the same thing I did the first time and see what happened if it works. Other than that, everything is good. Corals are open. Same thing over here, not fully open, but they there. So down here, so this is the refugium right now. Just simple egg crate, just to keep the algae away from the pump that is providing the flow to keep it rolling. Um, and yeah, and a safe place for the angel. I got a rock and the coral, the big Monty coral that died, and he's using it as a safe haven for now. No, the angelfish is over there. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right where the pump is in the back over there swimming. Um, but yeah, man. So that was the failure here. The refugium is right here. So good idea, yes. The bad idea was connecting a pump to it instead of me doing it how I got it right now, grabbing the hose, connect it straight to the line inside the sump, and have it connected that way. I thought about it, but I said I'd probably be fine. But no, once the algae started dying, the algae started coming out through the back because the drains of the refugium was in the back. So it was clogging the pump, and I wasn't taking care of the bottom. I was leaving the bottom full of detritus, not cleaning it. It's time to clean it again. I'm not gonna do it now today, but I will do it before anything before I head out. I do have to change that one. Look how great the filter boxes work. The water is reaching the top. So what I do in this situation like that, right? So I close this one, and the water will go down on that side. Once I close a little, but letting still water flow through it, so that water don't get stagnant there. Even though, even though if I close it completely, the water still be connected somehow because it's gonna reach up and it's gonna be connected somehow. It's not gonna die. But you see now it went down and it's even with the other one. But I'm gonna leave it like that so water still flow. And it's a reason why it's clogging faster now because I did put some of the media I put in there to keep the filter flush down, and it do get clogged faster now. But it's okay, that's gonna put me to be more efficient with it and do my maintenance more often. The skimmer, working like a champ. I love the skimmer, even though I had to put some bandages in it to make it work. But beast of a skimmer, man, beast of a skimmer. Love it, love it, love it. The old DNT sitting here collecting dust. We'll see what we do with this tank later on. Probably Kenny is gonna get it back so he could use it. He gave it to me, but he do want to set it up again. So hey, what better person to give it if not the person they gave it to me? So, but yeah, so I think now this way it won't fail. So far, we still got water in here. Somebody's splashing water over here. No, I think that was me. But we still got water in here. After hold on, ugh. Yeah, we're still full of water. So what I gotta make sure this container is completely closed and everything be okay. Also, I know the reason why I haven't evaporated that much is because when the refrigerant broke or whatever or got clogged, the water level was a little higher from the flow switch. So, but the temperature down here right now is 79. It stays like that. I think the other day I did saw it at 80, but they were using the dryer, so it did got a little hot down here. But I don't got nothing here crazy like that. If they die, I will be sad, and mad about it. But nah, compared to the tank upstairs, yeah, it's another story. Now let me read the comments a bit, see who's here, and then I'm gonna tell you guys how ReefPalooza was. You cannot believe what you always see on pictures, on videos. With that, I say it all. Let me say hi to you guys. Hi, ReefQ. So, Dance Lee, what's going on, man? Rainer, long time no see. What's going on, brother? Why no absorber? Absorber? What do you mean about that? The Reef and Recon. What's going on, brother? How was Spain? I think it was in Spain, right? Spain. Rainer David, what's going on, brother? Install my 39.63 gallons biofilter sump today. Nice, 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 nice. That sounds really good. Did I miss anybody? No, right? All right. Blue Basin Aquatic, what's going on, man? Oh, man, damn. Talking for 23 minutes straight with non-stop. Shit. That's a record. Yeah, you're right. A record is what? 2 hours, 4 hours? Non-stop? I can talk all day, man, with my broken Spanglish. Italy, France, and Spain. Oh man, I bet. Damn, boy. You went everywhere. Nice, nice, bro. I bet that's breathtaking. That gotta be crazy seeing all that in person. It bring you back memory, like memory from school when you heard or you read about it in social studies, and then as you get older, seeing it in pictures and then see it in person. I bet. Phosphate absorber. Oh, I do have the reactor on, but I wanted to be a little faster with it. So I just put a little bit, just five. I think it was about 8 mils. It went out quick. So I think I'm sitting in a. What I did, I opened the valve a little more, so the media start shaking a little more because I had it to close, and that's probably why. But I am gonna change all that before I leave. Since I added 10 more gallons of water, I did added 12 more fish. Oh well, about you could say about six more fish extra to the system, but I also added more sand, more rock, so it does have, you could say, the bio bacteria, I guess, to compensate for whatever I added to the system. I know I didn't say it right, but you get the point. We going to your state. Ha ha ha. Oh shit. Oops. No, so don't know yet when, but I've been simulating like going on vacation because I don't know where I'm gonna take my vacations. So I've been simulating this past week. Now I'm going on two, you could say, since I already started the tank downstairs. So, but going to Florida and don't know when yet. My wife mother moved down over there, so she's leaving soon, and then we might go after once I get the okay from my vacations. And I apologize for the different look on the live. It just the other phone. I had to get the YouTube out because it was taking a lot of space from my phone. Not even the technicians know why. What's the part that your mother live? Yeah, Lake Alfred, Lake Alfred, Haines City. Yeah, Orlando. Yeah, don't worry, I'll go visit you. I'm gonna be all over when I get down there, man. This time I'm not going. Well, I ain't going whenever I go to see my daughter, but I also wanna go to the beaches and collect rocks from over there, do all the things from over there. Same thing, kind of what I did in Puerto Rico, but do it this time over here. I'll let you know when I'm down there, man. I'm gonna hit everywhere over there. So, yeah. So, reefapalooza, man. What? Okay, I can't say bad stuff about the event itself because for sure it was bigger than my local LFS. That's for sure. Now, the vendor's mindset, um, them raising the money on the tickets, the what they giving away now in the goodie bags, um, all that is not. And I get it, times are hard, but you know they're making money out of this shows, and I'm not trying to hate on the show or say bad things about it, but for me as a reefer in waiting this long for what I got, it wasn't worth it. That I could say. It wasn't worth it. For me, it was a waste of money, a waste of time. And that just me being honest, man. That just me being honest because of course I know prices went up, uh, and all that, but we wait for these shows for us to have that little bit of discount, you could say, um, in corals that you won't find in your LFS, or online. They super expensive, and the only way you can lower that price is when you buy multiple corals and you get a nice package. So I went to look for one guy only, and that was the guy that was gonna answer to me how everybody's thinking in there, because you know it was the same thing. Well, I gotta take it back. It was a couple guys that they had nice prices, for certain corals, certain like collection pieces. But this guy that I met over here in Farmers Market, I went on to his booth and I saw the same coral I bought from him. So, yeah. So the coral I bought from him over here, I spent $25 on it, on a nice strawberry shortcake acro. What? Uh-huh. Um, $25. So I went to his booth and I saw the same coral, a little bit smaller, not by much. I would say by a quarter, maybe centimeters, something like that. But I asked for the price, and the price was $100, man. $100 freaking dollars. When he told me that, I said, "Are you serious? Why? If I pay you $25, oh, I don't remember you." I said, "Oh, that's how we doing." Okay, and I get it. I only saw him once, but prices like that, man. Me. I'm getting into SPS. So if I look for anything in there, I'm gonna look for SPS. I'm not gonna look for nothing else. And I've been talking to this guy since he started posting pictures on Instagram and all that. Um, at least give me a heads up, man. Instead of raping me in my face. But that part I didn't like. The other part I didn't like, it was smaller, and I get it too. It was smaller. I heard a couple live around. I was listening to a couple lives around. A lot of vendors from out of state or not local, you could say, out of the tri-state area or couple cities away from here. They didn't want to. They didn't want to do it because the like renting a spot, it was more expensive. Um, and not counting the ticket, the corals you got to bring, all that add up, And I heard a guy that for him to come over here, I think he was coming from California, with all his corals and all his setup. He was already $4,000 down doing, So you got to make $4,000 enough for you to be able. And he said, and that's not counting the titty bar at nighttime, because of course they gotta have fun. So yeah, man, and that part, of course, like the giveaways they do there, the raffles, they good. They always got good stuff. Um, but yeah, those parts I didn't like. It wasn't big. Like the people that usually come with deals, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. Only I think is Wolf Corals. I think it is kind of a guy that is really known. Um, he was there. He always there. He always has a big booth where with a lot of corals, great prices. Like you can beat his price. But I also noticed, all those corals that you can buy deals with, like 5 for 100 or 6 for 100. They were all regular soas. It's pretty much what they don't want in their tanks. And I get it. It's new reefers, beginners. They don't know, and they got to start easy. But that's where you only saw the deals. You didn't see the deals in nothing else. In nothing else. It was only one guy that I wish, because I didn't went there to buy anything. I went there to hang out. I was meeting with this guy, Kaiko's Reef from Instagram. He lived in Virginia, and I've been saying this over and over. It was as her appreciation for serving in the Marines, or he's still serving in the Marines. So, and also kind of like a donation for his system. I spoke about it before, where his tank crashed. I think it was already about 6 months to a year now, and he had a power outage. All his fish died, and then all the corals started dying too. So I promised him an acro that you guys know I had it in this spot right here. It was kind of big, so I promised him that acro. I did gave him the other frag that I had of this one that was in the opposite side. I gave him a rampage, and I gave him one of my so-called Walt Disney. I gave him one of those. I think it was four in total, or five, not sure. Um, and he gave me a couple too. He gave me three. I believe it was three. Yeah, he gave me three. Um, Sad thing. I didn't know that he was gonna stay over from one day to the next. Cause the plan was he was gonna go to ReefPalooza. I wasn't gonna go first, so he was gonna go to ReefPalooza. Then he was gonna come visit his brother over here in Connecticut. So on the way down, going back to Virginia, then he was gonna pick up the coral and take it back home. But since I didn't know that he was gonna come the same that day and then leave the next day, if that was the case, I would have done something different. I would have hold on to the coral and give it to him the next day. Meet up with him in '95, so that way the coral makes it home. Man, the coral didn't make it. That big chunky acro didn't make it, man. Oh man, that was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. It just poof disappeared. But good news is I still got more. I still got that big colony there. I do have another nice chunky frag behind that pink one right there. So I promised him, I'm gonna cut you another frag. Sadly, when I go to Florida, I know I'm not driving, so it would have been nice. He told me because that way I stop on my way and he pick it up. But I'm flying over there whenever I go, and I just got to figure something out, and maybe we could split the bill on shipping because I don't want him to because I wanted him to have that acro like so bad. Why? Because you know, it's like I said, I always like to share what I like in my tank and what I'm planning to always have in the future whenever I set up my dream tank. So it's good to spread those corals around so that way whenever you need it back or you need a frag, it's always more people out there. And what I admire a lot about the guy is that his tank died almost completely. Like all the fish were wiped out. And the corals, like I would say 80% was dead. And if you look at his tank now, you'll be like, wow, that's dedication. It's something to admire. So I gave it to him, and that's the reason why, I gave him that big colony. I mean, if I would have chopped that colony and sell it like if I was Top Shelf Aquatic, I would have made more than $1,800 on it. That's how big it was. Because not where I call Top Shelf sell a frag of that, I would say 3/4 inch frag for I think it's 150. So do the math. That thing was huge. He did post a picture or a story in his story. So if you don't know which one I'm talking about, you can go to his page on Instagram and see it. But yeah, really sad for that. That a good highlight of the tree was, I did went super early, so I was the first one in line. I said it. I'm not gonna be last, or I'm not gonna be in between. Me and the wife got up early. We left here. I think it was 5:30. 5. We left the house at 5. We did catch a little bit of traffic at the bridge, but other than that, it was a smooth ride. We made it. We was the first one. We posted a story picture that I post, and it spread around quick because everybody from the staff and all that, they took pictures and damn, bro, you crazy. You came here. Yep, I said it. I'm not gonna be last, man. I'm not. No. But going through all that, it still was fun. I cannot say that it was like, oh, I'm never going again. But it wasn't worth it for me. It wasn't worth it for everything that I did. But I still have fun. And another highlight was I was all morning uh, talking with Rico, having fun, talking shit. Just having fun, having a good chat about he's into the bodybuilding. I don't know if you guys haven't seen his pictures, but the guy went from being from being fat, all fat now to be almost all muscle. So the guy's looking great, man, for his age. The guy's looking great. So it was fun. It was fun talking to him. We laughed. We talked serious stuff too. So it was fun. So big shout out to him. Just for treating me like somebody that he knows from a lot of years, and we only know each other in person. Well, we see each other in person 3 times, and this is the third time that we actually like talk for a long time because we was together for a long time. I would say the first 3 hours in the morning. Um, yeah. So, and sadly, while his wife is going through it, my wife went through it a couple years back. So it was like a lot to talk about and cheer. So it was fun. It was fun. Um, what else? What else? What else I'm missing? I think that's it, man. I think that's it. So going back to talk about the corals, the ACAN that was scaring me a little bit. You see it today is fluffy. I guess it was that little spike on phosphates. Kind of irritated that one because the minute I brought it down, it started fluffing back up. So it didn't like the high phosphates, I guess, because it's the only thing that has happened to the system. Other than the nitrates also going a little higher. I think well, I'm gonna check them again. I think they are around 17 right now. Looking at the corals, the way the colors look, but yeah, phosphates. I think was the case on this one. My zoas, then that's the only thing that they still kind of like struggling to turn back around. So, hopefully they will turn back around at some point if they want. If they don't, then oh well. It's nothing I can do. I'm doing my best. I did move a couple things around. I was messing around this morning. Well, when I got home from work with this system, as you can see, I did brought the candy cane that I had in the wife's tank over here just to have the three combo. But I think probably when I do kind of like a makeover on that tank, I probably bring them back over there. What else? What else? I put the Cyphastra there. I don't know if you guys saw that I had a frac rack here with that Cyphastra on it, and it started growing underneath in the magnet. The magnet right now is sitting somewhere, I don't know here, but oh, right here. So I got the magnet right here. But this thing was fully, completely, well, not completely, but this part fully covered with Cyphastra. Sadly, I had to kill it because it wasn't easy to remove. I did try, so I ended up making a frag over there, and then the plastic rack or whatever. So I'm growing the Cyphastra there. So I'm gonna wait for it to cover completely the size, and it's for the taking, man. To tell you the truth, it's for the taking. Um, I don't, like I said, I like to cheer. I don't get attached to calls like that. As long as I have a piece, you can have it all. What else? What else? I did try, and we're gonna do it right now. So sorry, you guys not gonna like this one, but I gotta do it. Give me 1 second. Let me get my weapon of choice. Um, First I gotta find it, and I think I got it here. Oh, let's see. Um, nope, I don't got it here. So where is it? Where's my weapon of choice? Houston, we got a problem. Can't find my weapon. Mommy, you haven't taken nothing out from here? From this bag? Nothing from this one, right? You took it, you took some, yeah, but you took some out from one bag to the other or no? Only the food, right? Yeah, because I want to show them what came and what we add extra. Because remember we had to add stuff to it. Oh, my weapon of choice right here. Yeah. So compared to other years, ReefPalooza compared to other years, what they give people. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen a video. I think I did a video a long time ago in 2017, I think it was. That was the last ReefPalooza we went. 2019. And the goodie bag, of course, I did added more stuff to that one, but the goodie bag was way better. um, yeah, it broke because it was too heavy. This one, now, but we collect the stickers like always from different vendors, whatever. Um, this keychain from out of East Reef. Um, this was from Reef to Reef. This we took it from Reef Nutrition booth. They do give you a shirt, like always, a nice, I would say sky blue. But other than that, man, I think they did have a pair of glasses inside. No, we put them there, right? So yeah, it was the shirt, a magazine, tropical fish, and the Reef Nutrition sample. That was it. That was it, man. That part, well, a lot of people go early for that for the goodie bags, and I'm one of them. The towel, all those little extra stuff, we took them from booth that they were giving away. Well, we didn't took them, they were giving them away. So, but that was it, man. That was it. What's this? Oh, gingerbread corals. That was it. That part, yeah. What can I say? And if you want, you could be stingy, especially with bright whales. Dip, you could go every time, go in circles and grab one and one and one. Of course, at one point they're gonna see you and they're gonna, and you can make a bottle out of it. Um, and I'm pretty sure people do that. But yeah, man, it was kind of in that aspect, it was no good. But anyway, so I started to remove this green polytoas. Reason number one is because I do not want them to take over the rock. I don't mind the yellow ones because I know eventually the Monty is gonna maybe sting them back. I doubt the polys are gonna kill the Monty. The Monty is very aggressive. Um, I think I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens with that. And but the green ones, I do have them in the tank downstairs. So what I'm trying to say is I don't need these in here no more. So I did a test with a little tiny one that was here. Uh, the same way I killed Aptasia, that was the same way I killed that one. So I'm doing it slowly, one by one, and just to show you guys how can you get rid of some unwanted polys or zoas. So this is the way you do it. You grab a syringe with vinegar inside, and you poke them. So I'm sorry. I know, some people might say, then why you got it in the first place? Why you killing them? But I got enough. I got enough where those came from. So um, I'm so sorry. Every time I do stuff like this, I always say sorry. So Zoa, please, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I feel bad, man. I'm about to cry. I feel bad. But again, if I touch them, they very slimy. It can get into my eyes. It could poison me, and I just want the yellow ones. I don't want the green ones. Those ones are really cool because they have they're all green and has a little nice stripe, a white line. But man, don't bite that one, man. You're gonna get a nice um shot of vinegar. So that part, man, yeah, I feel bad, man. Uh, you know, And I know you guys probably say, then why you do it? Because I have to. It's my garden. I gotta control it. So yeah, that's a safe way um, that you could do it. Because not only you killing it, the unwanted poly or zoa, but you also it's like you doing carbon dosing to the tank, so the bacteria will benefit from the vinegar. And that's why I say do one at a time, because if I go crazy right now, well, guess what? The bacteria is gonna go crazy growing in the tank, and the plumbing and all that can get this white, I will say kind of jelly looking thing, and that's the bacteria. So you don't want that in your plumbing, because then it will get clogged. Um, but yeah, that's one way you can do that. These are looking beautiful, man. Look at the red ones, how beautiful they looking now. The purple ones. These, like I say, they call it nuclear green polys. For me, they yellow green polys, man. I don't know where they see the green on those. I guess on their white light they look green, but they look yellow to me. In every tank I see them, they look yellow to me. Let me show you. So my boy Keiko's Reef gave me. I hope I'm saying that name right. So he gave me this. I guess I don't know the name. I know it's whale white coral slime ball. Uh, it's a Passamaquoddy. For me, the body shape and all that look more like a Monty. I know some call it an Acropora. So I think that I don't know. But very hardy. It grows nice. So I am gonna get it. I put him with his frags. You know, I trust the way he do things. If you don't know who he is, probably I share it again on Instagram, and then you can watch his videos. He also has a YouTube channel. And he also gave me. It's hard to see, but it's back there on a frat rack. A fascination Fabia, fascination Fabia, and he also gave me an acro. But the acro is Miyagi Torque. I know he gave me a name. The LFS gave it to him, Freaky Tiki Acro, but no, it's a Miyagi Torque. It's just a little more in the light color, maybe the way he keeps the nutrients. Um, but I know eventually it's gonna turn like this beauty right here. Oh, gorgeous! I love the Miyagi Torque. It's one of my favorite OG acros. All right, let me look at the shot. You need a tank with corals eating fish. What's that fire orange coral? This one here, pa. This one or this one? Number one or number two? If it's this one, that's a Mantipoda setosa. Setosa, beautiful man, beautiful. It will branch out like plate and branch out and across. It do all three. Um, beautiful, beautiful. But it's super sensitive to other corals touching it. Because the Monty I have over here in the front stung it and started dying on me. So I saved these two pieces there. If it's that one, if it's this one here, that's some mushrooms. But yeah, man, I saw a couple corals yesterday. And you know me, like always, I I like to give corals away. You know, try to take the advantage and clean the tank a little bit. So I just saw, I think it was two frags of zoas. One was the gas stoppers, the other one was the vampires and drags, and a chunk of my Gorgonian that I cut from that side. It was a big chunk. So guy was happy. It's a guy that I dealt with before, so he was happy with it. So I took advantage and gave him more corals. Gave him a Duncan. Um, what else I gave him? I don't remember, but I gave him a couple corals. He went home happy, and all I charged was $40. That's it. That's it. So right now, I'm planning something. I don't know if I'm gonna do it now or I do it when I come back, or I just leave it as it is. Um, but of course, I've been saying I want to remove the 8 cans from here. Uh, I'm battling that one, but I do want to do it because I do want to separate the colonies. When I started this rock, I started with 2 colonies. One is, I believe it's this one, and the second one is that one in the move, man. And the second one is this one here. Then I added this one, I added that one. It's the third one over there, this one, and 2 more over there. So I do want to have them separate from each other. And then I wanted to move them here and then put a nice rock here so I could glue more of the nicer stuff I got now that I want them to grow 2 nice colonies. I got that choice number one. Then what I can do too is leave them alone for now and let's move that big Monty Tonty from the back and put it here. And then this us, since they don't seem like they want to get better on no time soon, bring them all downstairs. Let them do what they do. If they want to survive, good. If they don't, then good. Um, that's the second one. And then in there, put a nice rock from the tank downstairs, which I did. I put one here. So put another rock over there and kind of like pick it up a little bit so the flow can go through the bottom and also through the top and grow a little more acros on it. Um, that's number two. And then number three is since I'm putting a lot of Monties in this rock here, and I know that thing is gonna go crazy at one point, then what I can do is remove as much of the bubble gum, the green one, the red one. And this one's gonna be hard. Um, yeah, this one's gonna be hard, but at least all the Monties from here, I could do that. That way, I could gain some more space back, and yeah, and glue more stuff in it. So, don't know. I did move this one and put it over here, man. It turned orange like that, coral like that, and it's kind of like gold, gold, like a bronze color with purple pollen. Beautiful, beautiful. But it's an encruster. I have seen it in tanks on plating, but that's all depend on where you place it at. So yeah, still in debate. So don't know what to do just yet. The last option is like always get a bigger tank, which I will do, but slowly. Boom, 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 boom. You need to tank coral in and fish. Setosa, yep. And there I need to do a saltwater event never been. Yeah, man, you need to go, man. They like I say, this one for me, for my past experience, it was the wackest one, but it was still good, compared to my LFS. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, it was a guy that had this nice. I don't know how. I know they got a name. Those kind of like the bounce mushroom, the OG bounce, or the other one, but the green one, the green bounce. And all he wanted for those, I think, is they being sold out there right now for 300, 600, depend who you get it from, and I guess depend how big the bubbles are. This guy had them for $100, man, for $100 freaking dollars. I said, oh, but I didn't go there to buy corals because I know this guy was bringing corals to me, and I was trying to get rid of corals, not get more. So Okay, they do can grow. That's what I'm doing here. So if you see here, I don't know if you can see the green one, or I can show you a different one. Okay, right here. So these two, they had, learned to live with each other. They're not stinging each other. I think what they're doing right now is battling for, who's gonna get the more light. But at one point they did meet perfect. So I'm hoping from there a new plate start forming with both colors. Uh, Whatever they got in I guess in LFSs now, I heard they came from the wild like that. It's not like they crafted themselves. But you could try to craft them and it can happen. If it's possible it happens in the wild, most likely it will happen at home, in your tank. And that's what I'm trying to do now right here. So the regular plating with this one, I forgot the name of this one, but this is the blue polyp green with a light green, I get rim. So I'm hoping that it's gonna happen, man. Because imagine the green one, which they have it already, like a green with red polyps. Um, but I want to see it with a mix of red and blue polyps. That's gonna be sick. That's a unique piece. Nobody have it. So, cause it's not. If you could get them to combine, you gotta have the right ones. So if somebody try to do what I'm doing, they gotta have the same species of coral. Because it's a lot of plate red montes that look the same, but they probably don't have the same gene. But you can see I got the green or the crafted one. Um, they do have the crafted digitata, so the red one with the green. And I also think that one came like that from the wild. So it was a wild collected coral. Um, they had tried to do it on in farms and all that, but they haven't. For what I heard, they haven't been successful. They can get them to grow, but not to morph to each other. That's the harder part. Because what they do is, whenever they collect from the wild, the process that goes to something to be crafted is they see if the coral has different colors on it. So they cut from that section and they let that one grow and they start manipulating each color so one color don't be more dominant than the other. So it's cool. The process is cool, man. Oh, to an angle like that, she they almost out of the they almost out of the thing. And these are the J bows. But I just put because if you see that like the pieces extra pieces that come with it, it's one that has like a little curve, and that's the one that I use. The one that you can kind of like rotate it wherever you want. So yeah, try it, man. You just gotta keep playing with it until you find that spot where it stays put, and it will move after that. I got them pretty much almost all like that. This one's facing up. This one is facing that way. And I did it like that to make it stop from moving the freaking sand, man. You guys, that was another reason why I kept putting my hands in the tank. And it's moving again. But this whole sand was moving back there. I said, what the freak is going on? And I kept finding position, like you see it now. One facing out, this one facing this way. And it's still doing it, but not as much or as fast it was doing it. So and the other side doesn't do it that much because once the flows collide in the center, of course it's gonna shut down. And I got a lot of stuff in that area, so for it to move the sand is kind of hard. It still move it, but not as fast as doing this side since I don't got much in this side. But I got pretty much all of them facing. This is the only one that's more facing forward. But yeah, I have an empty sum here. I think I have to build a coral only tank. Yeah, yeah. Shit. Get another tank wet, man, and put some corals in it quick. It's like I say, man. You know, you can do whatever you say yourself to do. You know, so take your time. Like you guys saw what I did with the tank downstairs. I took everything out. Only softies in there right now. The only LPS in there is the Duncan frag that I got down there. And it's doing great. It's doing great. The Gorgonia that I just brought down there, one is not doing good. The other one is. Um, what else? And of course the SPS and ESPS, they pretty much dying. Sad that they gotta go through that, but it's like I say, it took me a long time to grow them, and I know it's kind of selfish to think this way, but I don't have nobody close to me that I could give it to, and the stores that are around, nah, nah. At least I still save a piece of it, so I know I could grow it again. But no, I'd rather try to figure something out with the tank, with the chemistry in the water, try to make it survive, than give it to somebody that I don't want. Yeah, man. So yeah, so I could say about simulating a vacation. Was it a successful? I would say 75%. 75%. So the tank can survive, can can survive, not cannot, can survive a whole week, maybe week and a half without my attention. The only ones that need attention, of course, the fish, but everything else I think is working top notch still. Um, yeah, man. I think we could request a vacation time now at work and and take a vacation because I need one so bad. And the reason why I did this simulation, whatever, is to make sure that now adding more water to the system, it's gonna be able to hold the water in, and things are gonna keep working normally. Cause it's not that big of a difference. Cause now it's from 20 to 40, but I also eliminated the one I had on the bottom, the refugium, so that I was using it right now as a frac tank too. So, but yeah, 75% success, and that's good enough for me. That's good enough as long the return pump stay working. Uh, a week without a light or whatever, I don't mind losing one light, even all of them. The tank go a whole week without light. As long as that return pump is working, we good. Because I had shut down my lights for 4 days straight with no problem. So 3 more extra days, that'd be nothing. What time? I didn't know what time I left, bro. I left at 1:30 ish, and I still caught traffic, man. It was accident. That's why. Might have to get a better light, but I just want to get my clowns out. 10 gallon soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, listen. If you can do the investment and spend $200 on a nice, beautiful tank, get the water box 20, man. All in one. Get that water box 20. That shit is worth it. I think that's the price, if I'm not mistaken. It's like 189.99, I guess. 190 plus tax. I know it's gonna go a little bit over 200, but the tank is worth it. A pair of clowns can live there for a long time. You can stock it really nice. If in the future you want to upgrade the tank, you can always drill the back. I believe you can drill those or the bottom, and eliminate that wall and do something, But it's not worth it, to do it to a beautiful tank like that. So, oh shit! Now that I remember, let me get the gallon of water for the 20 gallons. It needs water. The pump is almost out of the water. Give me a second, guys. I gotta come here to my stash of water. Oh shit, they're all empty. Oh, that's no good. But this is not empty. Oh, this stinks. I guess we gotta use this one. Yeah, gotta use this one. You guys gonna hear some water now. Give me a second. I gotta make water. I'm gonna, not today, but tomorrow. I'm gonna spend, once I come home from work, all night long making water, redoing the cut water and all that. I got 10 gallons of cut water right now ready to refill the containers. And what I got right now will last me all the way. So, but I'm gonna do one so that way I can remake it again and it be ready for next time. Let me not empty this thing completely. And let's go put this baby over there. It needs water bad. I saw the pump halfway out, but the good thing with that pump, the way they did it is you suction cup it to the side of the wall of wherever container you got, and then the suction part of the water is in the bottom. Oh no, it's not completely out of the water. It would be nice if the white will hold this door for me, but I got this. I can multitask. I can multitask. So full yet. So yeah, but yeah, man. Now I got an extra anemone. Maybe three. Huh. No, I think it's the cut. I'm trying to split back. Oh, or close back up. So at least the anemone is climbing out of the hole now. So I guess it's looking for late or it's hungry. So yeah, man. If you know any shipping company and you want a rainbow anemone, you're willing to pay for the shipping, I send it to you at any time. Rainbow Nem. But nothing, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, I'm gonna do the testing a little later. I'm gonna rest now because I just feel a little tired. But who needs a bed though? Save a piece from what? From the for the anemone? You got one. You gave it to me. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, you go. Oh, yeah, you go. Always put an overflow on all in one too if you want to. But it's just a hang on overflow. That's no cool. That's no cool no more. Unless you could drill it and then just attach the back overflow only. But nothing, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted anytime that I'm about to take the trip. We do another kind of like uh, a walkthrough of what I'm gonna be doing or what how things are gonna work while I'm going. and my feeding schedule for whoever comes and feed the fish and all that. And I think everything should be good. I think everything should be good. The only thing that worries me is the testing of alkalinity. But so far, since I added the extra 10 gallons, things has been kind of stable. I haven't tested in like 2 days, and last time I test, I think it was 8.1 or 8.5. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, we go from there. So I keep you guys posted. So soon we do something, or something is about to happen. All right. So have a great night. Thank you for being here, like always, for the support. I see you guys in the next live. See you guys. Great night.